like Father our Father who art in heaven, holy be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. And lead us not into temptation, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. This afternoon, we will going to discuss about the art of storytelling. Storytelling is already included in the book of speech because, as we all know, the storytelling is a communication, and the speech is a communication. A storytelling is a communicating a story that has read or heard. There are 4 types of storytelling. First, telling the story, preparing and planning, adapting the story, and shooting the story. First, first step is choosing the story. In choosing the story, you must know that the story that is, you have to choose the story that is there are 3 criteria. First is choose a story that choose the story that is appropriate. In choosing the story, you must choose the story that must fit in the occasion. You will also consider that the type of audience that you will have. It must in choosing the story, you will also remember that you cannot offend any of the audience. The second criteria is choosing the story that is ability to tell. If the storyteller is not storyteller is not doing so in story, the audience will not able to understand you and appreciate what your story all about. And the third is story that you like. You must choose a story that you like so that audience will also understand you. How can you convince your audience if you don't like the story? The third and the fourth step will discuss. Explanation of steps in storytelling. Preparing and planning. Read the story several times and familiarize yourself with the plot, characters, and setting. Picture them in your mind. You can quote some passages. Don't memorize the story. Practice telling the story aloud. Look for a secluded spot and tell the story in seconds. Improving on the characters, the setting, picture them in your mind. You can quote some passages. Preparing and planning. Don't memorize the story. Practice telling the story aloud. Look for a secluded spot and tell the story in a second. And a third time, each time removing all those studying gestures, practice moving, best and enthusiasm. Gestures, practice putting best and enthusiasm into your voice and manner. Next is telling the story. Telling your story possible. Forget yourself and think of your story. Show interest, enthusiasm as you relate the story. Talk directly to your audience. Tell your story in a pleasing voice and manner. Stop when you are through. Don't spoil the impact of the story by little comments or explanation. There are 8 elements to have a successful story. First, you must know and like your story. Second, know and like your audience and make sure they match each other, and lastly, textual. Assignment next meeting is choose a story and present it